Konnichiwa, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to look at that all-important glue that holds the whole sales process together. Eigo desu. Sorede wa ikimashou. So let's get going. This is the fourth year of the Sales Japan series podcast. We are broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guide committed to your success, the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, the best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be ready in 2021. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive COVID-19. Now, don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here's the daily lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 218, and today we are talking about the 7 bridges of sales. There is a process to sales. Amazingly, most salespeople don't know what it is. They are either ignorant because they haven't been trained, or arrogant, arguing they won't be entangled by any formulistic wrangling. They say they follow their muse and let the sales conversation go where it may, because they are spontaneous creatures residing in the here and now. Both answers are rubbish. There are professional salespeople and there are dilettantes. Let's be professionals and master the sales process. We're going to go deeper into the sales process and look at some of the inner workings. Gluing the whole process together are 7 bridges to move us through the sales continuum. Bridge number 1 is the move from casual chit-chat at the beginning of the sales meeting to a business discussion with the buyer. When is the best time to make that move, and what do you say? The opening conversation will flow to and fro as various small talk questions are answered and everyone becomes comfortable with each other. Let the buyer finish their point, pause to make sure they have actually finished and are not about to expand their point. Then we simply say, "Thank you for your time today." This signals now is the time to get into the sales conversation proper. Bridge number 2 comes after we've explained our agenda, and after checking if they have any extra points, we start to move through the points we have chosen. The agenda gives the sales call structure and helps to control where the conversation will go. We must ask the buyer if they have any points of their own. This is important because it gives them control over what we will discuss, and that makes them feel better about owning our agenda. Bridge number 3 is when we ask for permission to ask questions. We've outlined the agenda, and now it is time to get down into the murky depths of their business. Never forget, we are blow-ins off the street, the great unwashed. They are about to be asked to open up the kimono and share all of their mysteries and secrets with a total stranger. we need to point to some evidence showing where we've been able to help a similar company in the same industry. We then proffer, maybe we could do the same for you. In order to understand if that is possible or not, would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Bridge number 4 is what we say after hearing all of the answers to our questions. We are now in a position called the moment of truth. We have to make the decision for them concerning if they can buy and what they should buy. We know our lineup of solutions in depth to a degree they never will. If we decide we don't have the proper solution for them, we should fess up now and then hightail it out of there to find the next prospect. If we can help them, then we need to announce it clearly and loudly. We need to reference some of the things they told us in the questioning phase. They mentioned to us the key things they are looking for and also why achieving that is important to them personally. We now wrap our yes, we can do it answer around those 2 key motivators for the sale. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, but we also have custom in-house programs. We have these in our Super Safe classroom, we have them live online, we have them in Japanese, and we have them in English. Today's show is sponsored on the 22nd of January in our Professional Leadership Series, looking at leader versus manager, what's the difference? Also on the 22nd of January, looking at stress management. On the 29th of January, we have, again in our Professional Leadership Series, we're looking at how to develop staff. On the 29th also of January, how to build credibility, trust and respect. You'll find more information on these programs on our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, this is the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery. Now both are available on Amazon. And my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, will be available in 2021. If you like learning by watching videos, we've got over 1,000 there for you on Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. We have the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays we have the Japan Business Master Show, that's an excellent program. Saturdays we release Japan's top business interviews. This is where I interview leaders from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Bridge number 5 comes after we have gone through A, the facts, B, the benefits, C, the evidence, and then D, the application of the benefit. This will be news to a lot of salespeople in Japan because they have never gotten beyond A, the detail, the spec, the nitty-gritty of their widget. After we've told the story of how wondrous things will be for them after purchasing our widget, we then ask the trial close question. It is not complicated, and anyone can memorize it. Here it is. How does that sound so far? Bridge number 6 comes after the buyer answers our trial close with an objection. There's been a gap in our process located in the questioning component. We have not flushed out their concern and dealt with it already, so that is why it pops up here at this point. We ask why it is an issue for them, and we keep asking if there are any other issues. We need to do this in order to know which key concerns we need to answer. Once we have prioritized their concerns, we then give our answer to the major objection. We then ask, does that deal with the issue for you? We do this to check we don't have any residual resistance preventing them from giving us a yes answer. when we ask again for the order. We just say, shall we go ahead then? Or, do you want to start this month or next month? Or, do you want the invoice sent to you by post or can we send it by email? Bridge number 7 comes after they say, yes, they will buy. We must be very careful what we say next. We must bridge across to the delivery discussion of how and when they will receive their purchase. Under no circumstances keep selling at this point. Random things blurted out after receiving their yes may sidetrack them to a concern they hadn't thought about, or it may get them confused about whether now is the time to buy or should they wait until a bit later. Rather, get deep into the detail of the next steps immediately and stop selling. Salespeople need to know the sales process and the glue that holds it all together. That is the mark of the professional and the path to sales success. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe, share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned. Go out there and survive. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guide committed to your success here in Nippon.